Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pro Wrestling Throwdown for the week of April 24th, 2021. I am Caleb Black. This is Luke the Big Dog Williams. That's our in-studio producer, the mighty Max Fury. And it is time for the pay-per-view pre-show review, Impact Rebellion. Also worth mentioning, this is the first pre-show pay-per-view review of Season 2 of Pro Wrestling Throwdown.
Yes, it is.
The cool thing about this show tonight is that there is a tandem heavyweight title main event, which hasn't been done in large promotions since... What? Probably the big NWA, AWA clash?
Yeah, pretty
somewhere
much.
Like that.
Something like that. I'm going to say if 91, 92.
And this is a huge, huge card. I personally, y'all can say what you want about Impact. We started watching it, and it was shitty, and it's got nothing but better, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the Impact AEW
It's gotten better without the fans, which is weird.
Yeah, right? So let's talk about this massive card.
Go for it.
We'll take some picks here. I don't want the first pay-per-view we do for points to be, I want it to be a WWE pay-per-view, so this one won't be for points.
We only do.
Well, remember, we said we do little things for contest stuff, but this one is just going to be our first big review,
just to
test the waters and see what's happening in Season 2.
I got you.
So, in no particular order, for the Impact Women's Tag Team titles, the champions Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steele defend against the team of Jordynne Grace and Rachel Ellering, which is a hell of a women's tag team.
Yeah, for sure.
Maximus, who do you think? Is it going to be Jordynne Grace and Rachel Ellering, or do the champions retain?
I'm going to think the champions are going to retain.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
I'm going new champs.
You're going to go new champs?
Yep.
All right. Can't wait for your first loss this season.
That's okay. You don't have to worry about that.
In an 8-man tag match, we have Chris Sabin, Eddie Edwards, James Storm, and Willie Mack taking on the team of Eric Young, Diener, Joe Doering, and Rhino. Baby faces or heels, basically. Standard babyface heel tag team.
We're going to go with the team with James Storm on it.
That's the babyface team.
That's the one I'm going with.
Luke.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
And I'm going the opposite route. I'm going with my man's Rhino.
Terry.
I'm not booked, Terry. It's one of my things.
It's one of my things. I want to be there.
Trey Miguel versus Sami Callihan. Ricochet Jr. versus Moxley Light.
Trey.
Gonna go Trey? You know what? I think I'm on that boat. Yeah. I think Trey's got a nice little singles push coming for himself.
Sure.
Max, what do you think?
Well,
it's the big show. Sorry.
Now, here we go. A match a lot of you will appreciate. I certainly do. Matt Cardona, formerly
Zack Ryder,
versus Brian Myers, formerly
Kurt Hawkins,
who were
the tag team
named
Major Brothers.
Okay,
you're thinking of the Edgeheads.
They started out as the Major Brothers. I was gonna pop you. I hope you said Edgehead, so I can go. What were they called first? They threw me off.
Well, I did it both ways.
Yeah. So former tag team partners. Were they ever? I think they were SmackDown tag team champions.
Were both tag team champions.
So former tag team champions going head to head in a new company. You going for Matt Cardona or Brian Myers?
Brian Myers.
Going Brian Myers?
Gotta go heel.
What does he call himself? The most professional wrestler?
The most professional wrestler, yeah.
Maximus?
I'm going to run heel as well.
You know, I don't know, because they've been doing this. Brian Myers, he's kind of been on a losing streak, but he's started picking up some wins, so I think I'm going to go Myers also.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. In a this match, if it's not a barn burner, I'll be floored. Triple threat match for the X Division title. Reigning champion Ace Austin defends against TJP and Josh Alexander.
Josh Alexander. The other half of the North, yeah, for sure.
I'm not saying that I don't like the team of Adam Page and Scorpio Sky, but I don't like the team of Adam Page and Scorpio Sky.
It's Ethan Page.
What did I say?
You said Adam Page.
Adam Page. Oh, yeah. Ethan. Different guy. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ethan. Sorry, I had pain pills kicking in. I threw my back out in this video. I'm not a drug addict.
Yeah. No, not today. Josh Alexander.
Yeah, him. He needs to get off his ass and reunite the North so they can wrestle FTR so I can stop bringing it up on these videos. Josh Alexander for you. Josh Alexander for me. Josh Alexander for Max. Unanimous.
They don't put the title on the fucking walking weapon, then they've made a mistake.
They've made a huge mistake. The Women's Championship for TNA or for Impact, Deonna Purrazzo, reigning champion, defends against Tennille Dashwood along with Caleb with a K. I obviously have to go with Deonna Purrazzo.
Only because you don't want to be the other Caleb with a K.
I was the first Caleb with a K.
Honestly, I'm going Emma or
Tennille. Okay,
yeah, sure.
Max.
I'm going with Luke here.
Okay.
I'd like to see a new champ.
You're both way wrong.
I don't know about that.
Finn Juice returns to Impact to defend the Impact Tag Team titles against former champions, the Good Brothers.
Good Brothers.
Good Brothers.
It was a publicity stunt to take the titles off.
Well, it put the Impact titles over in New Japan. They got a little cross-promotional heat there just to forward the stuff. But it's time to put the Impact titles back on the Good Brothers because they're playing a more prominent role with the newly reformed whatever the fuck they call
The
themselves.
Bullet Club.
That's not who that is.
That is who.
I don't acknowledge them as the Bullet Club.
Well, you don't have to acknowledge them, but
Hashtag not my Bullet Club.
not my my Bullet Club was Finn Balor, but
That's right. All right. I'm going Good Brothers. Luke?
Good Brothers.
Max?
Yeah, I'll go with Good Brothers.
There you go. And in the main event, Impact World Champion puts his title on the line against AEW World Champion Kenny Omega, who is also putting his title on the line, a cross-branded company world title unification match. It's worth noting that Kenny Omega is not only AEW World Champion right now, but is also AAA World Champion.
Yes.
So is the Collector going to continue at it, or is Rich Swann going to have an upset and walk out dual champion for another company?
Here's the deal. I'm going to make a definitive pick.
Sure.
However,
You're going to make a prediction on side of it.
I believe that there's not going to be a winner
Think-
of this match. I believe it's a
Locker
schmoz
room
ending where
brawl.
both champions retain their titles.
Okay.
Whether it be double countout, double disqualification.
No.
Something will take place to where neither title... That's just what I feel is going to happen.
Yeah.
However, for points-wise, Kenny Omega.
I'm going to say the Collector. I think they're really gearing him up.
If
to
they do it, it's Kenny because you're going to put the tag titles back on the Good Brothers, and you're going to have them to help fuck Rich Swann, Kenny Omega.
You know what I want to happen? And I mean this with all my heart. I want Kenny to win all of the other world titles. And in the very last one, go up against Nick Aldis and lose.
Yes.
Like the NWA title's the one belt Kenny can't get his hands on.
Yep. I'd be down with that.
That's what I want. But for the sake of this show, Kenny Omega, the Collector,
Yep.
going to keep adding belts. Max,
If someone's going to win, it's him.
you think Rich Swann's going to pull the upset and walk into AEW both champions? You think Kenny Omega's going home on Wednesday with a smile on his face? Like how I did that?
I'm going to go with Omega.
I think so too.
Now, here's the deal, though. If Rich Swann was to take the title,
That'd
it
be
would
a
be
huge
for
swerve.
Impact.
Huge swerve.
Because then you bring Rich Swann to AEW television.
Yep.
So you have a
You expose
reason.
him to that audience.
You have a reason to have the Impact World Champion on Dynamite.
You know, it's worth noting, and I know this, now that Impact has moved to Thursday, it's a great follow-up show
For sure.
to Dynamite while they're doing this. But remember that they pre-tape like 6 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
So right now on right now on Impact, what's in the can, we already know who the champion. They already know who the champion is.
Yeah.
We don't. We
sure.
won't find out till tomorrow, but they already know. They already know. All right, y'all. There you have it. Send us your picks for Impact Rebellion. This huge cross-title main event gets me excited. The naughty bits. That's probably going to get. Fuck them. I don't care. Send us an email at prowrestlingthrowdown@gmail.com. Not about my naughty bits. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/prowrestlingthrowdown. Follow us on Twitter at prowrestlingtd. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave us a comment down below about my naughty bits.
You broke Max. You know he's fragile, damn it.
So are my naughty bits.
Yeah, they are.
All right,
That's why
guys.
your back's in the shape.
Stay tuned. We got more videos coming your way.